Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're taking an art form that's literally thousands of years old, and we're reframing it as a powerful, strategic tool for modern business.
When you think of falconry, this is probably what pops into your head. A tradition just steeped in history, nobility, and this deep, almost mythical connection with the wild.
But what if I told you that this ancient practice holds an elegant and, frankly, a really effective key to solving some of today's biggest business challenges? We're talking everything from operational risk all the way to brand strategy.
Okay, let's dive right in. To really get its modern power, we need to do a super quick connect the dots, from its celebrated past to a surprisingly practical present.
The history here is just incredible. Falconry is anything but new. Its roots go back millennia. It's woven right into the culture of empires from the Middle East to Europe and all across Asia. For centuries, this was literally the sport of kings. And then, technology changed, firearms showed up, and the practice, well, it became a lot more niche.
So, what's really fascinating is how that niche tradition has evolved. Today, falconry has branched out into these incredibly practical applications that go way beyond just sport. And for this briefing, we're going to zero in on the key areas that have direct, tangible business implications. All right, let's jump to our first key finding. Let's see how this ancient art can directly and positively impact the modern bottom line. So the first major application for business is in sustainable pest abatement. Now, forget poisons, forget nets. This is all about deploying a highly effective natural predator to manage pest birds. And this just illustrates the tool itself perfectly. This isn't a drone, it's not some chemical spray, it is a living, breathing deterrent, a highly specialized hunter that is perfectly adapted for the job at hand. Now, the business impact here, it's significant, and you can actually put numbers to it. For airports and agriculture, we're talking about mitigating risks that can cost millions. In fact, some studies show reduction in bird-related incidents by up to 75%. For facilities, it means protecting your inventory and just ensuring operational uptime. It's a chemical-free solution that not only works, but it enhances your brand by showing a real commitment to sustainability. So that's the operational side of things. But beyond that, falconry offers this incredibly unique way to connect with your stakeholders on a much deeper, much more memorable level. Our second finding really shines a light on the huge potential of using these majestic birds, not just to solve problems, but to create brand experiences that people will never, ever forget. Just look at the sheer presence of a bird like this. It's completely awe-inspiring, and that creates an unparalleled opportunity for engagement. You're not just telling a story anymore. You are creating a powerful, lasting memory. So the bottom line is this translates directly into a business advantage. Think about it. Unique PR that actually cuts through the noise. Corporate events that people talk about for years. Building real loyalty. For places like resorts or wineries, it can directly drive foot traffic and revenue. Some businesses have even reported a 15 to 20% bump in visitors after introducing these kinds of experiences. And that brings us to our final finding, which connects straight to corporate responsibility and that growing demand for real, authentic action on environmental, social, and governance goals. You see, falconry-based programs give organizations a hands-on way to move beyond just making pledges and to actively contribute to critical conservation efforts. Supporting breeding or rehab programs for protected species, like this beautiful Brahminy kite you see here, well, it provides tangible proof of environmental stewardship. That's a story you just can't fake. This lets companies report concrete actions that support biodiversity. It helps create powerful, authentic narratives for those annual ESG reports. And in today's market, showing a genuine commitment to these values is absolutely crucial for attracting ESG-focused capital. So, now that we've covered the three key opportunities, I think it's really important to be clear. This is a serious commitment. So let's take a quick look at what's actually required. Success here demands specialized, high-quality equipment. Everything, and I mean everything, from the falconer's glove to the bird's perch, is purpose-built for the safety, health, and well-being of these incredible animals. At the very core of this practice is a process called manning. Now, this is not about dominance. It's the foundational step. It's about carefully acclimating the bird to human presence and building a relationship that is based on trust. That trust is absolutely everything. It's what allows the bird to do its job effectively and, most importantly, safely. And that trust is then built upon through a very careful, progressive training plan. It starts small, with short little jumps to the fist, and then gradually expands as the bond and the bird's confidence grow. It really is both a science and an art.
So, after all this, what's the one big takeaway from this briefing? What should you be thinking about as we wrap up?
As your teams are out there searching for novel solutions to modern challenges, whether it's in operations, in marketing, in corporate strategy, just consider this. The most impactful and innovative answer might just be the one that is also the most ancient.